Hello dear students, today our lesson is going to be about comparatives and superlatives. Our objectives for today is to identify the use and form of comparatives and superlatives, then practice using comparatives and superlatives in different activities. First, when do we use comparatives and superlatives? We use comparatives to compare between two things. For example, a rabbit is faster than a turtle. Here we are comparing between two things, a rabbit and a turtle. We use superlatives to compare between one person, animal, or thing with several of the same kind. Let's take a look at this example. Maryam is the tallest girl in the class. We are comparing between Maryam and all the girls in her class. How do we form comparatives? For short adjectives with one or two syllables, we just add ER to the adjective. For example, Ahmed is taller than Ali. Here we have the adjective tall, then we added ER followed by the word than. For longer adjectives with more than two syllables, we add the word more before the adjective. For example, math is more interesting than science. Here we added more before the adjective, followed by the word than. With comparatives, we always use the word than after the adjective. How do we form superlatives? For short adjectives with one or two syllables, we add est to the adjective. For example, Ahmed is the tallest boy in class. Here we say the, we put the adjective tall, then we add est. For longer adjectives with more than two syllables, we add the word most before the adjective. For example, math is the most interesting subject of all. Here we put the, then we add the word most before the adjective. For superlatives, we use the before the adjective. Note that with adjectives that end in E, we just add R for comparatives and ST for superlatives. For example, nice becomes nicer than and the nicest. For adjectives that end in Y, we drop the Y, then add IER for comparatives or IEST for superlatives. For example, funny, here we drop the Y and add IER, funnier than, for comparatives or the funniest for superlatives. For adjectives that end in a vowel and consonant, we double the consonant, then add ER for comparatives or EST for superlatives. For example, big, it ends in a consonant G, so we double the G, becomes bigger than, and the biggest for superlatives. We have what we call irregular adjectives. These are adjectives that do not follow the normal rule. These are good, bad, far, many, much, and little. For the comparative form, they become better than, worse than, farther or further than, more than, and less than. For the superlative form, they become the best, the worst, the farthest, the furthest, the most, and the least. Let's take a look at other forms of comparisons. We have as and as with the adjective staying the same in the middle. My car is as fast as yours. Here we don't add anything to the adjective, and this sentence means that my car and your car are equally fast. Another example is, he's not as smart as you are. Here we put smart in the middle of not as and as with nothing added to it. And this sentence means you are smarter than he is. Let's take a look at this exercise. It says, read the example and decide what it means. His new job isn't as stressful as his old job. This means that his old job was more stressful than his new job. So the correct answer is B. Let's practice together. Take a look at the following sentences, pause the video, and try to put it in the correct group. Is it a comparative, comparing between two things, or a superlative, comparing between one and all? Number 1. Sarah is taller than Fatma. Here we have two people, Sarah and Fatma, so we are comparing between two people. So this is a comparative. Number 2. Sarah is the tallest girl in the class. We're comparing between Sarah and all the girls in her class. Excellent. This is a superlative. Number 3. The shirt is more expensive than the bag. We are comparing between two things, the shirt and the bag. So this is excellent, a comparative. Last one. This shirt is the most expensive of all. What do you think? We have this shirt and all the other shirts or all the other things in the store. Excellent, very good. This is a superlative. Now, let's play a fun game together. Take a look at number 1. English is subject of all. We are comparing between English and all the subjects. So is it a comparative or superlative? Excellent, it's a superlative. Exciting is a long adjective. So we say is the most exciting subject of all. My car is as your car. With as and as, the adjective stays the same. So we say as fast as your car. My room is my sister's room. We are comparing between my room and my sister's room. So this is a comparative. Big is a short adjective. So what do you think is the answer? Excellent. Is bigger than my sister's room. Maryam is girl in class. We are comparing between Maryam and all the girls in her class. This is a superlative. Smart is a short adjective. So we say is the smartest girl in class. Last one. This shirt is this bag. We are comparing between this shirt and this bag. And expensive is a long adjective. So we say this shirt is more expensive than this bag. Now, let's do exercise D on page 79. Here, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the adjectives. Here you started going to the gym and exercising. You're comparing between yourself now and how you used to be in the past. So you will use comparatives. I don't feel as and as. We say the adjective stays the same. So you say, I don't feel as exhausted as I used to. Active and energetic, you're comparing between now and the past. So you say, I am more active and I feel more energetic than before. Let's take a look at number 2. You're comparing between the town and the city. So you will use comparatives. With quiet is a short adjective. So you say is quieter, and peaceful is a long adjective. So you say more peaceful than the city. Again, with as and as, the adjective stays the same. So life here might not be as exciting as life in the city. Let's take a look at this one. Little is an irregular adjective. It does not follow any rule. If you go back to the table, you will see that the comparative form of little is less. So you say, but it certainly is less stressful. Bad is an irregular adjective. But look at the sentence. We are comparing between the city and all the places you can live in. So this is what? Excellent. It's a superlative. Superlative form of bad is the worst. Now, stop the video and try to do number 3 on your own. Then check your answers. Now I want you to try and write your own sentences using comparatives and superlatives. Good luck! Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the lesson.